I got these two meters. This one is just a multimeter, and this one is an oscilloscope multimeter signal generator, and this one is powered by two 18650 batteries, which looks something like this. And it has USB-C charging. The bad thing is that this thing is poorly written, the software in my opinion, because the oscilloscope is always draining the battery insanely, even if it's paused. So that's why I got this meter, which also does the blinking of where to put in your probes to not make stuff explode. It also has the backlight. This also has a faster diode mode which reacts, and also the ohms mode reading. This one is less accurate than this one in multimeter mode, but this has speed, and speed is what I like. But what I dislike is the design, because it's powered by two batteries, and now I'm powering it through my power supply. Now if you look at somewhere right there, you can see that while it's powered on, it's drawing 13 milliamps, right? And it's powered by 2.9 volts. So these two batteries are something like, so this one is powered by around 3 volts. So I'm thinking, let me use this little chip made by a company that did not sponsor me. I'm not gonna say their name. This little chip, which is a 18650 battery charger. So, and we're gonna use one of these batteries probably. We gotta jam them in somewhere here. We're probably gonna use two diodes to drop the voltage, because this battery is working in the range of 4.2 volts to about 3.8-ish. One of these diodes has a voltage drop of 0.68 volts, I think. So combined together, it's gonna be about 1.3. Now let me use a calculator because I'm a caveman. So I know that this chip is going to charge the 18650 battery up to around 4.1, but let's just say that it's 4.2, and 4.2 minus around 1.25, that would make it a 2.95 volts, almost exactly what this should be giving new. Now let's say that the battery would be around 3.8 volts, kind of discharged. That would give us 2.55 volts. So now let's figure out what happens when this power supply, I'm going to change the voltage to, yeah, let's just emulate 2.5. Does it still work? Yes, it still works. And we see a battery discharged symbol sometimes. Sorry if the sound is very loud. What was it? 2.55. So, yeah, right there. So, according to my mathematical calculations, these two diodes technically should do the right job. Actually, let's just actually measure what is the voltage drop. There I connected the two probes, and now we're going to power it on, and it's gonna do the mathematics for us. And that's 1.34 volts. So it's just a tiny bit lower than I thought, but that's perfectly fine. What it means, it's just going to show that the battery is discharged a little bit earlier. Even, yeah, so looks good to me. So now we know our higher limit, upper limits, lower limits. I think we are ready to do the butchering. So I'm gonna throw these two batteries, and I think I'm going to use my soldering iron to melt this part out, and then we somehow have to jam that battery inside and come up with an idea of where to put the USB port. Maybe it's best if we disconnect it, I don't know, glue it into some area like this while the port is connected through the wires into this small board. And another thing to consider is that it also has this protective rubber disgusting case of what the heck is inside here? Silicone something spray maybe? So I guess we're gonna have to make quite a few cuts. And the end goal of what I'm expecting to achieve is to have a rechargeable battery powered multimeter that doesn't work worse than that it came from the factory. Disclaimer, if you love your meters and you're not sure about what you're doing, I'd recommend against doing such type of destructive things. So what do we have on the meter now? We have 3.1 volts, which is very, very nice. Let me just turn off the fume extraction. Moment of truth, will it blow my hand off? So loud when it's not enclosed. What do we have here now? We have that, what? 2.4? That doesn't make sense. How is this 2.4? Explain to me. It doesn't make sense, that's really low. So now it's showing the discharged battery indicator. How is this possible? Did I put on like a different diode? 2.4, okay, so what's on the battery right now? What's straight from the battery now? At this exact moment, the battery has 3.8. Oh, okay, wait, everything is perfect. So that's exactly what we are expecting to have. So we got right there in the corner 5 volts. We got this cable here. We plug it in. We got the red light and we have power draw of 0.7. That's not the fastest charging speed. I think I was expecting it to be about 1.5 amps, but still fine. What do we have? We got 3.5 if you already made up your mind. How is it 3.8? Explain to me. Sometimes I just don't understand. So we go here and here. On the output we have 4. And on the B plus, B minus we have 4. And on the battery itself we have 3.9. What if we disconnect the charge? On the battery we have 3.9. Okay, I'm just gonna let this charge and then I will be back. A little bit of time has passed. What does it say here? 26 minutes? Maybe. I guess so. And damn it. So, on the output we have 3.9, which is slowly doing something. And on the battery we have 4.18. So I'm gonna disconnect the charger. And now let's see what type of voltage is it showing here. It says 4 volts. So, let's turn on the multimeter. Damn, it's so loud without the cover. And here we have 2.8. So I guess it's all working beautifully for now. I've made a little bit of an ugly cut here. My drill battery has discharged, but so I didn't make it super beautiful or anything. So it's probably gonna be looking something like this. So yeah, it's gonna need a little bit more work. And yeah, let me get back to you when that's done. Look at this masterpiece. So we got the charging port. It works like a charm. The battery has a super expensive duct tape all around it. We got hot glue, and god damn, that looks hot. I'm sleepy. I didn't fully close it. Now it's fully closed, so there's like a little bit of a ugliness here, but it's perfectly fine. I think what's left is to put in the screws and maybe make a small charging hole here. I haven't decided that yet. Here's what the, let's call it, final result looks like. She ain't beautiful, but she does the job, and that's what matters. Plugging in this ugly cable, it fits in nicely. That hole on the side gives enough space to show the light indicator that it's charging. It's charging at 5 volts and 0.48 amps. And I can also use it while it's charging. So it's charging at like 4.2 and minus 1.3 equals maybe 2.9. I don't know. The original batteries, they lasted me actually a pretty long time. I even charged I even charged these batteries once. Not fully, but you know, these are non-rechargeable batteries. I would never do this if it was serious. So, does it still work? It does. And is the backlight on? No. Diode mode. There we go. It's a beautiful machine. That's all I got for this one. I'm interested to see how long will it actually last. To me, this is a 10 out of 10. It's not about the looks, it's about functionality. I do not support buying one-time batteries. These are a waste. A few days have passed and it's been working nicely, except the diodes. So I've decided to swap them out for something else because the voltage drop is a bit too high. So when the battery drops to 3.9, it already is complaining that the battery is too low. So I'm thinking, I can't remember, this is like a 1.35 voltage drop and this one is 0.58, one of them at least. So I think I'm gonna just do that swap, so that I would be getting a little bit more power. Yeah, 0.57. And what are these two together? This is like 135. The other way around. Okay, damn it. Maybe I'll just use, okay, but what if it's a single one? So a single one is, you know, maybe just one is enough. Is it? So it's 2.6. You know, I think one is probably enough. You know, let's just do that. If it explodes, it explodes. You know, what you gonna do? Let's do it. If it would only measure. Okay, so 0.6 voltage drop. So if it's charged by 4.2, then we get 3.6. That's a bit high. Solution, don't charge it to 4.2. I don't know, I guess it's fine. I don't care. Looking forward to buying a new fluke meter. So I just put it back together, giving it a little bit charge. You can see the red light is still visible. And I guess, let's see in a month. Maybe it'll die, maybe it'll explode, maybe it'll get better than it was before. Oh, and here's the proof that it still works. We can do everything. Maximum power consumption, electricity, still working. So that didn't take long. I tried to power it on while it's plugged in, and you know, I think it could be a little bit of a yeah, I think yeah, it's showing a short now, so that's not supposed to be happening. What if we use this one? Okay, so 3.6 was the upper limit. Now we know. Howdy! So, it's been a little bit of time, and so much time that even these step downs arrived, and The meter, it has been working perfectly fine. The diode is doing its job, and I don't think I'm gonna put in the step-down converter because that way I will be losing the low battery functionality. But I am also risking of damaging the device if for some reason that 220 volt diode will fail. Then it will fail in a short circuit, and then the 4.2 volts will just hit straight into the motherboard of this multimeter, and it'll probably break then. But I'm gonna be a lazy man. I'm just gonna expect that diode not to fail, and I'm just gonna let it be as it is. Brief explanation on why I prefer the diode. Because if I do put in the converter, the battery voltage will be dropping from 4.2 to, I don't know, let's say 3, then 2.8, and I think at 2.8 it's locking itself. And if I would have the converter, then it's always going to be showing 3 volts, so the low battery will not indicate. And the battery would probably lock itself, or if it doesn't, then it would be under discharged. So I'm gonna just play it safe on the battery side, because that's the only thing that can explode, and I'll be lazy. Of course, I could put in the step down, and I could make my own battery level indicator, for example with 4 diodes, but I'm just gonna let it be. There's more important things than experimenting with this bad boy.